What's up, you guys? Today, 2026 is coming upon us very quickly. It's rapidly the end of December, which is crazy. 2025 felt like it was so fast for some reason. But as we're looking into the new year, 2026, I want to look at some of the most anticipated movies for the year 2026 as we approach it. With the new year, though, I want to do kind of a new set. I moved some shelves around, so we have a bunch of Funkos next to me, a bunch of Funkos here, some helmets, and we'll obviously switch some things out depending on what movie. I also try to get a new tripod with some fancy lighting, seeing if that works. So you guys let me know in the comments if there's any updates that I should be working on. I know the mic is a little bit wonky right now. I'll eventually learn on it and work on it. So that's what we're going to plan on doing for the new year. Call it a resolution, if you will. So we're going to do my top 10 most anticipated movies for 2026. So coming in 10th place, I'm going with Clayface. Honestly, we don't really have a lot for this movie right now. We know that it's coming out in sometime in October of next year. We don't really know a lot about it, except that it's kind of like a horror movie that's described as like a bodily horror movie. And I'm all up for that, like stuff like The Fly, The Substance, and it's going to be Clayface. And we had like a little bit of like footage that kind of looked like the Joker in a way. A lot of people anticipating that this was going to be in the Batman universe, Robert Pattinson, but it's not. It's in the DCU, so it's going to be that whole James Gunn universe. But what I'm very excited for is we clearly see that Peacemaker, Superman, Creature Commando, Supergirl, all kind of has that James Gunn feel. This feels like the first project that's going to be a little bit different and a horror-ish kind of Batman villain origin. I'm hoping that it's not very similar to Joker, and I kind of want it to be this unique movie. So if it follows through on that, I'm very excited. And with Andy Muschietti directing A Brave and the Bold, and Clayface kind of being in It Welcome the Dairy, teasing kind of like a Batman versus Clayface, I'm very excited to see where this is going to lead. So yeah, Clayface, number 10. In ninth place, I'm going with the Michael Jackson biopic, Michael. Now, I'm not the massive Michael Jackson fan as some people are. I think he's obviously clearly one of the greats. He's one of the most inspirational artists of all time. But this movie just looks very magical. It looks like it's gonna win it looks like it's gonna win a lot of money at the box office. Like this just looks like if there is a biopic that's gonna make money, it looks like it'll be this one. There's a ton of biopics I think coming out next year, like the James Stewart movie, which looks interesting. But this one looks like it's gonna be the most interesting. And by interesting, I mean most controversial, especially with the stuff with like maybe the court cases. I'm very curious to see how that's gonna play out. But I'm very excited that it's going to follow throughout the whole years of Michael Jackson's career, and Michael Jackson's being played by his nephew, and I think that's very interesting and very fun. Yeah, Michael, number 9. In eighth place, we're going to see if this movie actually follows through, but we're going with Coyote versus Acme, a movie that was supposed to come out, I feel like, years ago. It's been anticipated for years. And I'm not even the massive Looney Tunes guy, but I saw The Day the Earth Blew Up this year, and I thought that was a very interesting movie and very fun, and it's in my top, like, I would say maybe top 30, top 20 possibly, movies of the year, but it's one of the funniest movies of the year. And if this movie can follow through on that, I think that'll be a very interesting take. But honestly, the real reason why it's up here is because just to prove Warner Brothers wrong, and I really want this movie to make a ton of money. John Cena's in it, and with John Cena just ending the WWE career, I think this movie could definitely make a ton of money with that. It looks like it's a very interesting case with this also hybrid of animation and live action. Those movies are always really fun for me, like Roger Rabbit, Chippendale. I love those types of movies. I'm very curious to see how this movie will play out, but I'll be there opening day. In seventh place, I'm going with 28 Years Later, Bone Temple, a movie coming out immediately as 2026 approaches in January. Now, I'm not going to say what my list of where 28 Years Later is on my list, but it's in my top 10 of the year, high up there. Check out that video when it comes out. If it's already out, check it out in the description down below for my yearly recap. But 28 Years Later, man, that's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Like, I'm going to be so honest. Like, I think 28 Years Later was fantastic. And A lot of people were dissing on the ending of that first movie. I think the ending was beautiful and honestly really funny and whimsical and just made me so curious for this film. The trailer looks like Ray Fiennes is going to go crazy in this movie, and we're going to get Jack O'Connell, if that's what his name is, I forget. And it being 28 weeks after the first one comes out, I truly love. I think that's fantastic. It's a different director this time. It's not the same director as 28 years later, but I don't think that's going to be any really big problem. I'm very excited to see it. In sixth place, I know a lot of people are going to have this way up higher on their list. And look, guys, I know, I know. But I'm going with Dune Messiah, Dune Part 3. I want to love the Dune movies, and I really like Dune Part 2. It's a 93 out of 100 for me. I think it's really good, but I don't think it's like a 5 out of 5 franchise for me. I'm not the massive fan of Dune 1. Actually, when Dune 2 first came out, I didn't get it. I rewatched it. I slowly started to get it more and more. I feel like if I rewatch both these movies, I would like them more. So that's why Dune Messiah is on this top 10 most anticipated movies, because I do see the appeal and I really like the second one for some of the parts of it. With everyone saying that the book isn't amazing and that they're nervous that this movie isn't going to be great, I'm a little nervous, but you know what? Timothée Chalamet, I love. I love Zendaya. I love Robert Pattinson, and I think Robert Pattinson's in this one if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm excited for Dune Messiah, just not fantastically excited. What I will say though is if Doomsday and Dune Messiah come out on the same day, Doomsday is gonna go crazy. In fifth place, we're going with Spider-Man Brand New Day. As of recording this right now, the trailer leaked, I believe, yesterday. Trailer 2 leaked, stuff like that. So I'm honestly hearing more and more about this film. It's kind of making me a little bit more nervous. I feel like this movie's going to be kind of like a TASM 2 Spider-Man 3 effect. Now I love TASM 2, but I will admit there's problems with that movie because of how many characters are in it, with like Green Goblin, stuff like that. There's just too much going on. I'm nervous there's so much that's going to happen in this movie that's not going to feel like a Spider-Man film. It might for the first 10 minutes, and then it's going to go into this Hulk, Punisher, Jean Grey possibly story. Um, I don't know how this movie's going to turn out. I feel like it's going to be kind of all over the place and weird. I'm also just not the biggest Tom Holland fan of him being Spider-Man. I like Homecoming. Far From Home, I think, is okay. And No Way Home, I loved seeing it when it first came out in theaters, but on rewatch, I don't love it as much. I still think it's probably my favorite of the trilogy. Will this be really good? I hope so. The suit looks great, and I like Punisher. I like Hulk. I just don't know if I'm gonna like all three of these characters together. In fourth place, we're going with the new Hunger Games movie. I forgot the full title, but dude, I didn't read this book. I want to before it comes out. It comes out in November time, I believe. Dude, I love the Hunger Games movies. Like I read the first three books, and I think they're fantastic. I love them. When I was in like middle school, I read them. They're great. I love the Hunger Games movies. I think they're amazing. The latest Hunger Games movie, Songbird and Snake, I think is the best Hunger Games movie, and I'll fight on that. I think it's amazing. So I'm very excited, and I like this whole concept of prequels. But honestly, this vibe gives me Midsommar vibes, and I'm so down for it, and I'm very excited for the story, what's going to occur in this, and just the cast alone looks stacked. Yeah, going to be one of the best of next year. Getting into the top three here, in third place, we're going with Supergirl. This Supergirl trailer looks, oh my gosh, guys, I'm very excited for Supergirl. Supergirl looks like it could be just even better than Superman. Now, I don't understand why people are saying it looks like a James Gunn movie. It looks like Guardians of the Galaxy. I can see it a little bit, but man, like I just think Supergirl looks fantastic. It does look like a James Gunn project, but honestly, it reminded me of the Mandalorian trailer, the Mandalorian and Grogu trailer meets Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's just fantastic. That sounds great. I think Lobo looks fantastic, and I'm very excited to see Jason Momoa as Lobo. I mean, it's the role he was born to play. Honestly, the DCU future looks stronger than the MCU future for me. That's just me, though. I don't know. What do you guys think? In second place, even though I think this movie isn't going to be amazing, I don't think it's going to be good at all, actually. I'm going with Avengers Doomsday. The hype level for this movie is just fantastic. The fact Disney's releasing 4 separate trailers before Avatar as of right now, who knows if they're still going to do that, kind of crazy. We don't know really anything about this film, that what's happening. We know the cast. We know that possibly Steve Rogers is coming back, which I said on my YouTube shorts and TikTok. You should check it out. I think that's a crazy disservice to Sam Wilson. We'll see how that plays out, but we have no clue what's going to happen in this film. And I think that's kind of the exciting part with it. There's no leaks. There's really no nothing. We still really haven't seen what Doctor Doom looks like fully. I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous though, and the fact though that it is the Russo brothers coming back to direct this, that sounds like a good sign. The Russo brothers haven't done anything wrong with Marvel yet. Um, Outside of Marvel, yeah, they made not great movies. Haven't seen any of them, but all the Marvel movies that they have made are some of the best ones. So I'm very excited to see. I'm assuming that for me, Doomsday is going to start off at like a 9 out of 10. Walking out of the theater, it's going to lower to an 8. And then maybe like 4 weeks later, it might be a 6 out of 10. We'll see though. Now, going into the most anticipated movie of next year, it's not even a contest. This is the best movie of next year. I'm saying it right now. Like, there's no doubt in my mind this won't be the best movie of the next year. And that is Sir Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Now, I've never read The Odyssey, and I know a lot of people my age know The Odyssey. It's taught in schools. It looks fantastic. Cast looks stacked. Again, Robert Pattinson's in this. I'm very excited for that. And it's Christopher Nolan. He's the best director of all time, the greatest. He's the GOAT. I loved Oppenheimer. One of my favorite movies, my second favorite movie of all time is Interstellar. And I'm very just curious to see how this movie's going to look visually. I'm prepared to be blown away. And if anyone could do it right, it's Christopher Nolan. Like, he is the GOAT. So what are your guys' top 10 most anticipated movies? Let me know in the comments below for the next year. Sorry, most anticipated for 2026. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, make sure you like it. And if you really like it, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to see future videos like this, make sure you hit that bell in the description down below. And make sure you check out my TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Letterboxd. I'll put those all in the description below as well. And let me know in the comments below. Did you guys like this new setup? Is this cool? What would you like me to add? Do you like the whole mic situation? Do you like the tripod, the lighting? I think it's a step better in the right direction. Maybe it's not perfect yet, but you guys let me know. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Movie Nerd out. Peace!